Hi guys, Daz here with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time is episode 150. Yay, anniversary edition. Today I'm going to be discussing the best selling comic books on eBay for the week ending the 10th of September 2021. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me. Most people normally do. Starting in at number 20 on our list is a Marvel book from 2012, and there are persistent rumours that Miles Morales could show up in Spider-Man Far From Home, possibly in a post-credit scene. Now, with this expectation, collectors are investing in the first time Miles and Peter met. What is the issue, guys? Number 20 on our list is Spider-Man, issue number 1. It's a book that's on my radar, but I certainly wouldn't overpay for it. I think it's just a matter of time until we do get Miles on the screen. Of course, we are getting him into the Spider-Verse, the sequel. Well, this issue sold 20 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 106%, with a high sale raw copy going for a very respectable $55.47. Now, number 19 on our list, we got a Valiant book, and it comes from 1993, and there seems to have been a bit of a surge in Valiant key issues being picked up recently. This issue features the first appearance of Colin King, whose first as Ninjak is in issue 7. I have that book. Number 19 on our list is Bloodshot Issue 6. I've looked for this issue for the longest time, but I can never find it. I found quite a few number 7s, but not the number 6. Of course, we had the Bloodshot movie. It was okay. Could have been a lot better, but I am not a fan of Vin Diesel. More wooden than Pinocchio, he's acting. Well, Bloodshot 6 sold 12 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 209%, with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for a respectable $80. Still very affordable. Number 18 on our list, and we just spoke about Into the Spider-Verse number 2. And we know that this character is definitely coming. The book, number 18 on our list, I'm off the mark. Amazing Spider-Man, issue 365, guys. Yeah, we all know the book. This is the preview appearance of Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara, in an advertisement. Now, of course, he then makes his first full appearance in Spider-Man 2099, issue number 1. It was a pretty cool cameo. He showed up in the post-credits of Into the Spider-Verse number 1. Well, this book has been trending for a while now, and sales have really picked up this week with 17 copies sold, with a 7-day trend of plus 151% and a high sale CGC 9.8, going for a very nice $140. I paid £8.99 for my copy, and that was in December of 2018. Of course, this is an anniversary of Spider-Man's 30th year from 62 to 92. And apparently it features a hologram that I can never get to work. Number 17 on our list, and we've got a character that everybody seems to love. Of course, we're talking Darkhawk, and this was a character that was almost frowned upon, laughed upon, and a lot of collectors just decided to try and get the value of it up, and they went out and they started picking it up with no real speculation or investment purposes, but it actually garners quite a bit of coin now, the first appearance of Darkhawk. Well, the new Darkhawk series piqued many collectors' interests, and all the variants seem to be selling very well, especially the Mike Deodato Jr. 1 in 50, which is selling for $80 to $100 raw. However, this 1 in 25 is more accessible, and here it is. It comes from Miko Suyan, number 17 on our list, Darkhawk, issue number 1, the 1 in 25. I can't imagine too many of us will have this one, but it is a stunning variant cover. There you go, guys. Do love that. And I wish I had room in my collection for cover buys. I just haven't got the space anymore until my man cave gets built. Well, this 1 in 25 sold 29 copies with a 7-day trend of plus 92% and a high sale for a raw copy going for a solid $40. Number 16 on our list, and we're back with Marvel and Spider-Man. This issue is something I made a hot comic book alert about a long time ago. The issue comes from 2008, and in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, there was a blink and you'll miss it shot of a delivery truck with Feast on the side. Now, this led many to the obvious conclusion that if Feast exists in the MCU, then so does Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative. Now, while Mr. Negative had a cameo appearance in the 2007 Amazing Spider-Man Free Comic Book Day Swing Shift issue, a book I've been looking for without any joy, his first full appearance as both Martin Lee and Mr. Negative are in this issue. More directly, it also features the first appearance of Feast. What is your book? I've said it, from 2008, Amazing Spider-Man issue 546, guys. Yeah. Pretty decent book. Also the first appearance of the second Jackpot, who is Alana Jobson. First cameo appearance of Freak prior to receiving his powers. And you've also got the first appearance of the Spider Mugger. Oh my day, who is Sean Boyle. So bang for your buck with this issue. This book sold 25 copies with a 7-day trend of plus 117% and a high sale CGC 9.6. Went for $80. Will we see him in No Way Home? Probably not. It's probably just one of those fun Easter eggs, but still, it's nice to go on the hunt for it. I picked this one up in December of 2019 for £2. I've had 2 or 3 of these in the past. Don't go overpaying. Now, 15 on our list is a book from Marvel again, and it's a pretty scarce incentive. Yeah, it's definitely one that's tough to find in stores, which forced high ratio collectors to buy their copies online. What is the book? Number 15 on our list is Dark Ages issue 1, and this is the Ryan Stegman 1 in 50. There's your book, guys. Pretty sweet looking cover. I think I won a book signed and remarked by Ryan Stegman from Joker 68 in a brilliant competition win, which I was thrilled about. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold 16 copies and it had a 7-day trend of plus 184% with a high sale raw copy going for $86.55. Again, I'll be surprised how many of you will have that one. Now, number 14 on our list, and this is one of my favourite books in my collection, believe it or not. It is a lovely Bronze Age book from 1978. Now, there was a recent Marvel Comics announcement of a new Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur series as part of their upcoming events through to February 2022. And this saw a real bump up in this issue's value. What was your book? Like I said, 1978's Devil Dinosaur, issue number 1. Excuse the glare on the Mylar, but what a fantastic Jack Kirby cover. It's a feel-good story of a boy helping nurse a badly burned dinosaur back to health. Just a brilliant book, and this issue was regularly floating in around about the $20 to $40 mark for higher grade copies, but this past week we saw 26 copies sell with a 7-day trend of plus 129% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $550, and a high grade raw copy went for $179. So crazy stuff indeed. I paid £10 for my copy. Of course, the first appearance and origin of Devil Dinosaur and the first appearance and origin of Moon Boy. So it's got the first appearance of the villain Stonehand. And of course, Devil Dinosaur was in the animated Hulk's Agents of Smash show, which I thoroughly enjoyed, believe it or not. Number 13 on our list. And this is a book I just ordered from a place here in the UK called Read Comics. They had some issues up for sale. I ordered two, and they told me no, they didn't have them. So I was a little bit disappointed. And it's a book that has recently been optioned, and all of the first printings have disappeared. So collectors have turned to the second printing. What is that second printing? Number 13 on our list, guys, is Nocterra. Issue number 1, like I said, the second printing. And I think I prefer this second printing to the first printing's cover. That's a nice one. But I'll tell you more about Nocterra in a little while. I know my good friend Lyric Magic Moments ordered from the same company as me, but he got his copy. Fair play to him. Well, this second printing sold 24 copies and it had a 7-day trend plus 165% with a high sale raw copy going for $30. Wow! You know, when it comes to the indies now, I used to snag them for like the going rate, but now I'm happy to find them in the wild. I've got a lot more patient in my older days. Number 12 on our list, and is another amazing Spider-Man book from 2007. Collectors are starting to slow down on the one more day No Way Home speculation. Despite that though, this one still did okay. Number 12 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man issue 544. I at first thought I had this issue, but no, I did not. And the gaming store here in Gloucester that I went back to get it when they were all gone, so you snooze, you lose, I guess. But this issue sold 34 copies, had a 7-day trend plus 133% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $330. And that is still down though, 75 copies compared to last week. And 9.8 last time round sold for 500, so that big drop to 330 is very noticeable. Raws have also dropped now to around about $14. Number 12 on our list, and I spoke about Valiant keys getting picked up, and this one's an interesting one this time round. What is your book? We're talking Harbinger, issue number 1. It's an interesting one because there haven't been any real announcements, but Harbinger, Man of War, Ninjak and Turok books seem to all be selling pretty well. If you recall, Paramount currently holds all the content rights for several of Valiant's properties. Is there somebody out there in the know to picking up all these books? I don't know, but it's interesting. This Harbinger number 1, I will show you the book. We all know this one. It's a book I have never seen here in the UK. Let's get a picture of Harbinger up for you guys. When I think of Valiant books, this is the book that first jumps into my mind. Harbinger number 1. I know I've seen it on many a person's videos across the pond, more so than here though. That book sold 15 copies with a 7-day trend plus 142% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $1,500. Like I said, is there going to be an announcement from Paramount soon, just around the corner? Time will tell. But Valiant issues doing surprisingly well, getting a bit of love. I've got 1 or 2 Valiant issues in my collection. We're into the big top 10. And this book I have to have someday in my PC. I was a huge fan of the film. We were talking the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings movie. Number 10 on our list, not surprisingly in our top 20, is the big book. It is Special Marvel Edition, issue number 15. And I remember what I could have got this for around about 200. I think those days are long gone. Pretty classic cover there. First appearance of Shang-Chi. Did you enjoy the film, guys? I gave it a solid 9.5 out of 10. I was that impressed. Just something different for MCU, isn't it? Bringing in all the martial arts. Yeah, for me, I think the movie has been well received. And of course, perfect timing for the book to sell. It sold 35 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 68% and a high sale CGC 9.8. Get ready for this, guys. Went for $20,050. Wow. This sale beat out the prior record of $15,700 from June of this year. A respectable jump of over 27% in just 2.5 months. Just insane figures. Number 9 on our list. I've talked about this book before. It comes from 1992, and there's a lot of speculation that Danny Ketch is going to lead the Midnight Suns for a Disney Plus show or a feature movie. And this issue features the first cameo appearance of the Midnight Suns via a future premonition. What is your book? You know it, guys. It is Ghostwriter Issue 28. Like I said, from 1992. The cameo appearance of the 9, aka the Midnight Suns. And that is Ghostwriter Danny Ketch, Johnny Blaze, Morbius, Blade, Hannibal King, Frank Drake, Sam Buchanan, Victoria Montesi, Louise Hastings make up that Midnight Suns lineup. It's also the first appearance of the Caretaker, who was in the Ghost Rider and Hellstrom TV show. And the first appearance of the second Lilith, it was Kiss Killia. And the first appearance of Meat Market, the offspring of Lilith. There's also an early appearance of the Night Stalkers team that appeared in the Blade Trinity movie. So real bang for your buck with this issue. This book sold 31 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 93% and a high sale CGC 9.8. Went for $550. The newsstand version also had a big sale in a 9.8 of $869. Of course, that's my regular cover copy. I've also got one polybagged just because. And of course, I mentioned that just now. The first full appearance comes in Ghostwriter Issue 31. I paid £1.32 for that, £1 for that, and 75p for that. So, you know, don't overpay for these books, guys. But I think there's a fair chance we're going to see the supernatural side very soon. And talking of the supernatural side, as noted last week by myself, Variety, it was reporting that Marvel Studios is searching for a Latino actor to lead an Untitled Halloween special for Disney Plus. And Variety has confirmed, it also mentioned in the article, that the special could be based on Werewolf by Night and could feature Jake Gomez, who was introduced in this issue. What is that issue? It is from Volume 3 of Werewolf by Night, and it is issue number 1. The first appearance of Jake Gomez, aka Werewolf by Night. I would love to get the first, the original Werewolf by Night's first appearance. But I'd like to snag this one too, if that is the case, because I love my live action appearances, as you guys know. What numbers did this book do? Well, it sold 33 copies with a 7-day trend of plus 93% and a high sale. Raw copy went for $55. Now that book was created by Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas, Scott Eaton and Benjamin Jackendoff, and Gomez is described to be a descendant of the Native American tribe Hopi or Hopi, who has been cursed with lycanthropy also through his lineage. It's a great issue if you can snag one on the cheap. I wouldn't overpay for that one. Number 7 on our list, another Marvel book from 2005, and speculators are now fully believing that we are already seeing the groundwork for Marvel's Illuminati eventually appearing. And we all know the first appearance. It comes in New Avengers, issue number 7. Yep, the first appearance of the Illuminati team, who were Professor X, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Iron Man, Namor, and Black Panther. It's also the third cover appearance of Ronin, aka Maya Lopez, and Wolverine joins the Avengers in this issue. So again, bang for your buck. What did it do? Well, it sold 22 copies with a 7-day trend plus 149% and a high sale CGC 9.6. Went for $86. I paid £1.36 for that. Again, guys, I've found numerous copies of that one. Don't overpay. Next up, number 6 on our list, and we've got a Spawn book. Yeah, we've got an incentive, guys. Between the heavily printed Spawn Universe number 1 and King Spawn number 1 and all their covers, stores may be feeling a tad burnt out from all this Spawn, causing stores to order a little more cautiously for the ongoing core series. And that gives a variant a perfect chance to fly under the radar. And that's what this one has done. Number 6 on our list is Spawn, issue 321. And this is the Bjorn Barends Virgin 1 in 50 cover, guys. And it is a pretty sweet cover. I've got to be honest, you know, I've got a lot of these Spawn keys. But I'm not a big Spawn collector. There we go, guys. That is a sweet, sweet cover, though. That I have to admit. Like I say, I've got the early issues. I haven't got like the Gunslinger Spawn and all that lot. But if I find one in a charity shop, you know me, I'm all over it. This book sold 29 copies with a 7-day trend of plus 143%, with a high sale raw copy going for $120. See, stores are probably not ordering 50 copies of Spawn 321. That's why it's pretty scarce as well. Number 5 on our list, and I showed you the second printing. As noted per Scott Snyder on Twitter, so huge news. Tony S. Daniel and I just finalised our Nocterra deal. Couldn't be happier with our partners and excited for what's to come. The official announcement with all the details will follow in the coming weeks. Thanks so much again. Now, the focus specifically went to the standard cover. So number 5 on our list, guys, is Nocterra, issue number 1. And this comes from Image Comics. It's a nice cover, but like I said, I think I prefer the second printing cover. I ordered 2 of these, like I said, and they did not materialise. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that company. But this book sold 68 copies, had a 7-day trend plus 73%, and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for a very nice $110, and a high sale raw copy went for $30. Number 4 on our list, delighted to see this one. I thought it was a pretty good read as well. As noted, Deadline is reporting that Oscar nominee Jake Gyllenhaal is set to produce and star in Oblivion Song, a film based on the acclaimed series of graphic novels by Robert Kirkman and Lorenzo Del Felici. Due to this, it's still going very strong. Number 4 on our list, Oblivion Song, issue number 1, guys. This is the standard cover that is still going very well. It sold 55 copies, had a 7-day trend plus 98%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $200. I paid £3.65 for mine, Forbidden Planet online, and it turned up in pretty decent nick for once. I found another copy the other day, I think for a couple of quid, and sold it for 20. So yeah, there's money to be made in for definite. Number 3 on our list, and we're back with Nocterra. And the series features many variant covers, several with low printed. Several are low printed. However, the market was relatively cautious and focused on the low-hanging fruit, focusing on the main covers and this glow-in-the-dark variant. Number 3 on our list comes from Tony Daniel, and it is the Nocterra issue number 1. This is the glow-in-the-dark variant. Virtually, well, to me, exactly the same as the regular cover, guys. But this one does glow in the dark. What numbers did this variant do? Well, it sold a lot of copies, my word. 39 books sold with a 7-day trend of plus 148%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $167. Raws in the round about the $28 range. Now, believe it or not, there's also a 1 in 100 sketch and a secret visor version of this cover as well. So they're all similar, but there's something just a little bit different with them. Number 2 on our list, and we're sticking with Nocterra. And I know Jock has a lot of fans out there, and he has the B cover to Nocterra. Number 2 on our list is the Jock variant. Like I said, Nocterra. Here we go again, guys. And I've never seen this book in the wild on my hunts, or I would have been all over it. I do like Jock's work as well. That is a bit of a creepy cover, and I can't imagine too many of us will have this. What did it do? Well, it sold 40 copies It had a 7-day trend of plus 208% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $150. However, Raws are trending a little bit lower at $14. This cover is shared by a very hard to find all foil version limited to just 150, a 1 in 75 black and white, and a Comic Vault Live red foil limited to just 275 copies. So we're there. We're at number 1 on our list. And I've not done very well again, but I do have number 1 in my collection. It comes from 1982. It comes from Pacific Comics, guys. Now, there has been a recent announcement of the on-screen resurrection of the Rocketeer franchise through Disney Plus, and the first appearance of the Rocketeer in this issue is starting to trend, and it's landed in at number 1. What is your book? It is Star Slayer issue number 2, guys. The first appearance and origin of the Rocketeer, Cliff Secord. We've had a Rocketeer movie, and it is also the second appearance of Star Slayer, Torin McQuillan. The Rocketeer backup story and full cover spread by Dave Stevens really fueled this book, and it sold 66 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 173% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $565, guys. That's it. I paid £2.94 for my copy. I've sold 1 or 2 in the past as well. What did I do? If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, share, thumbs up. It means the world to me. Ding that bell for notifications. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for Daz. Could be worse, I suppose. Thanks for your support and love. It means the world to my channel and myself. Bye for now.